because our customers appreciate kung binibigay mo unique service and unique product to them, they will always come back.
Yung core mo dapat is your product. And the frequency cards, the promos, loyalty are reinforcers.
Kasi kung wala yon, as I've said, kahit na ilagay mo dyan ang most popular artista, but if your services are bad, then will they come back? I don't think so.
The retention is a multiplier. Retain your current customers, nurture them to buy more, no, and most importantly, refer their friends and family.
You are watching the Executive Notes Masterclass.
Today's guest is no stranger to the food and beverage industry. With over 25 years of experience leading some of the most recognized restaurant brands in the country, he's the founder of RQ Leadership and Management Consultancy, a firm that helps restaurant and retail businesses level up through operational excellence, leadership, and coaching. He previously served as President and CEO of Popeyes Philippines, Group COO of Kuya J Food Group, and held key leadership roles in Domino's Pizza and McDonald's Philippines. One of his biggest career highlights was his decade at Yellow Cab, where he served as COO and helped position the brand as one of the most competitive pizza players in the market. Roy is also a meta coach, mentoring executives and teams to unlock their full potential. His mantra, Kuya yan. Ay hindi, kaya yan. He's been featured in the Fearless Possibilities podcast, where he shared his inspiring journey from fast food crew member to CEO, and in CEO Magazine highlighting his leadership philosophy and success in business strategy. Outside of work, he finds energy in biking, badminton, reading, and mindfulness. And a fun fact, he actually loves to sing. Please welcome Mr. Roy Quejada.
Okay, so welcome, Sir Roy. Thank you very much for joining us for this.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, let's have a seat and discuss yung chapter that we will be discussing. This episode is Cultivate Part 2. No? So, based on that chapter, sir, ano yung idea or insight na nag-lift sa inyo and talaga masabi yung relate ako dito?
So, si Fa was able to identify the customer acquisition process na for any businesses, talaga naman nagsisimula doon sa you acquire and then you retain, and then you multiply, di ba? You make them purchase more. But the one that resonates to me very well is the retention. Many businesses would want to acquire, which is good because you have different channels to get your customers, but retaining them, yun yung challenging because this will entail that people constantly deal with the customer. You come up with different promotions. Or initiatives that will make them come back. And then, of course, how do you make them purchase more is another thing. So, intuition and then about ko doon, one way is, of course, by asking them to buy more and also getting referrals from them. Kasi may word of mouth meron at pagka nasabi ng customer, okay, dito, to their friends, there is a possibility that their friends would also become customers of like that.
Yung question to, ano yung from your experience, your vast experience? What's the pinaka-favorite mong trigger to promotion, to retain and make customers buy?
The promotion, kasi when we talk about promotion, we're talking about either you promote, you advertise, and you also come up with initiatives like meal or a buy one get one type of promotion so that we can attract the customers. I use this sparingly yung mga promotions na because you don't also want your customers to go back to you only because
Wait, I see. You can overuse it.
correct. If you get into that point wherein customers just go to you because meron kang 50 peso off or 50% off, then what will happen if that goes away?
I see.
Baka hindi na sila bumabalik ko na your branding. So use it sparingly such that sige meron kang pang buzz in the market, but at the same time keep up to your core. And what's your core? It's your bawa. It's your service. For as long as your customers appreciate kung binibigay mong unique service and unique product to them, they will always come back. They will always come back.
Kahit walang promo.
Correct. Yeah.
And yung promo, I think, meron kang promo to acquire or attract customers and meron din promo to retain customers. Ganun ba?
So I read in the book as well yung mga loyalty programs, no? And one of the coffee shops was actually mentioned in the book. And when I was reading it, I was trying to tell myself because I did those stamps in my reviews and job in the pizza store Yellow Cab and other brands that I handled. May mga frequency loyalty for those people, yun ba? So ano yung nagmamatch? Yun yung importante tanong doon eh. Ano ba yung nababagay? And si Starbucks has been able to crack the formula to make customers use the card and come back, no? In fact, sometimes you would ask, kung wala ka ba nung card na yun, babalik ka ba sa Starbucks? My answer to that question is yes. It just so happened that this card, in a way, reinforced. Gusto mo magkape, parang there is a coffee shop, for example. In my place, there's two coffee shops. One is Starbucks and other one is, can I say that? No. Not really, mama. Well, coffee to watch. So sometimes I go to Coffee Project because there's a different ambiance that I'm looking for. Sa Starbucks, when you go there, tao. So when you want an environment wherein medyo lang, may space na doon, then I will pay coffee. But sometimes, because you have the card, you don't want to lose the points eh. Diba? Yung points. Magkakapirin din naman. Punta na ako dito.
Kasi rebate naman eh. Diba?
Rebate. So I go for that. So it helps. It helps. But for other brands, non-coffee, will it work? That's the question. And we need to understand fully ano ba yung requirement. Let's say, for example, pizza. We thought at the time that having a card, so for Starbucks, it worked. No? Kasi you frequent Starbucks or you drink coffee practically every day. So may kasamang nagkaroon ng value yung frequency card na yun. Okay. And during my time in Yellow Cab and other brands that I handled, so we were actually toying on the idea, possible ba to for a pizza restaurant? And we tried. We tried. We did try. It didn't work. It didn't work. So the promotion for other brands doesn't have to be on the type of card, but promos like either you give 50% off or you get buy one, get one. Those are the things that will work in some of the pizza restaurants. For other brands, I'm sure there are specific promotions that you can do. And doesn't have to be a frequency or loyalty card. If it works for your business, then it's good.
You know, one thing I love about what Roy said is yung core mo dapat is your product. And the frequency cards, the promos, loyalty are reinforcers. Hindi dapat siya ang main product or yung pupuntahan ng customer. You know, and isa pa, ang isa pang nagustuhan ko pa rito is you have to find what works for you. What works for a restaurant doesn't automatically guarantee na mag-work yun sa'yo. Oy, may loyalty card siya, dapat meron din tayo. It doesn't always work that way. You know, you still have to find what works for you. Right?
Ang galing. Yeah, so, did you have, aside from learning what works for you, you have to really know ano ba talaga yung business. And ano ba talaga yung kay nung customer, no? Para ulit-ulitin niya at maging repeat customer niya. Yes. And what else, sir? Yung mga highlights from this chapter.
So, yung word of mouth, no, sa after mong ma-retain yung customers, how will they reinforce the love for your brand?
Yeah.
So, they will now speak to their friends or family. Totoo yung word of mouth na yan, na talagang pagka sinabi ng isang kaibigan mo, oh, punta tayo doon. Malaki yung influence. And I think that applies even more at this point in time.
With social media.
Social media and the younger generations. Pagka nagkayayaan, o dito, there's something new in this particular location, punta tayo dito. So may buzz ka agad na dumarating. Yeah.
Wow. And kaya nauso yung brand ambassadors.
Yeah.
Diba? Na sabi nga 92% no, trust recommendations from friends niya and family. No? And in your case, sir, sa mga businesses that you operated or run, ano yung parang naging key for people or customers to refer their friends or their family to avail of your products or your
Maraming angles maraming considerations, no? But as I mentioned, it has to be your product, the products that you offer, the services that you offer. Dapat doon muna yung experience factor. Kasi kung wala yon, as I've said, kahit na ilagay mo dyan ang most popular artista, but if your services are bad, then will they come back? I don't think so. Pero malaking factor talaga yung mga influencer at this point in time. Maraming naniniwala kapag in-endorse ka ng isang artista, ng isang call or influencer, talagang malaki yung possibility na ma-influence.
You know, ang ganda kasi all throughout this series, recurring yung theme ng trust. Kinakailangan, I think it was Paolo to mention that na kinakailangan people trust you.
high trust talaga.
High trust for retention and optimization. And then Paco mentioned about the product must sell itself. Right? And yun yung ina-echo ngayon ni Heroy. Na parang isa lang libro binasa lang.
Parang yung nakita ko sa kapwa natin. Parang yun ang libro niya.
Okay.
So it's really, you have to go for a great product and then at the same time, great experience so that automatically, the ambassadors, sure, maganda may influencer ka, pero kung nag-umpisa ka pa lang, wala ka namang pambayad sa mga ambassadors, right? So, ang magiging word of mouth mo or ang ambassador mo are the customers itself because they were satisfied with your product and they had a great experience in your store. Right?
Yeah. And I'd like to add this trust factor na yon. Meron tayong sinasabi na out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And oftentimes, businesses tend to forget na they have to create awareness around their brands.
On a regular basis.
On a regular basis. Kasi pagka bigla kang lumabas at hindi ka naman kilala, will you trust immediately the person? So, that's why some advertisers would encourage you, labas ka sa TV. Lagay ka ng billboard because that will show them that you have what it takes to have your brand. So tumataas yung trust level dyan kahit papaano. So factor din yon. So it's not just about your product, but what do you say about your product? How you advertise your product? Siguro ang tanong dyan is, paano ako kung nagsisimula pa lang ako, di ba? For one, I don't have any money to put up a billboard. Diba? Wala naman akong pang TV. But that's the power of social media now.
Yeah.
Pwede ka mag-record ng mo ng business mo di ba? Talk about your business.
And all it takes is for you to post regularly. Until eventually, nag-ano siya, nag-develop siya ng followers, ng attention in the market. The algorithm of both, of different social media will support you for as long as you're able to post regularly.
Yeah. So talaga nag-level yung play field in terms of promoting your business. Kaya ngayon, it's easier to start a business kaysa 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
No, because of social media, malaking bagay ka din na you start social media, get some following, di ba? And give value.
Yeah.
And over time, you basically build trust.
Yeah.
Because yun nga, trust cannot happen in an instant. Diba? It's over time. So, kailangan as early as yesterday, simulan mo na.
Correct.
Start building that following.
Yeah.
Right? Parang ano yan, parang mga politiko natin, di ba? So when you see a lot of billboards during election,
See, kahit before
before election.
Asians biyahe.
before the campaign period,
Yes.
meron na, nangyayari na eh. So, yeah.
Yun yung nakaka-develop ng, okay, may affiliation ako kasi nakikita ko siya, kilala ko siya. The moment na hindi ko siya nakikita, parang, sino to?
Correct. You know, if I may add, no, we have in our class, we always talk about being the face of your customers at least once every 7 days. And ang ibig sabihin nun, hindi, look, you know, you have a billboard, you have an ad, na may, kumbaga, memory record, yes. And the other thing I love to add on what Roy said, paano kung nag-umpisa ako, wala akong ambassador? Then you can use your customers, get testimonials.
Tama.
Diba? In exchange for, sabihin na natin, promo or a voucher or a discount. Since bumili na, of course, you have to buy first. So, they have to be satisfied.
Yeah.
Usually naman kasi, pag happy ka and you get to be asked, mas madaling magbigay ng feedback.
Yeah.
And then, you add na, okay, because you participated, you can avail a free food on your next visit, right? So that's another strategy na pwede natin gamitin.
Yes, correct. May ginawa ba kayong ganun na parang program? One of your...
No, ako, I remember just recently, no, so I went to Capital Commons.
Okay.
And there's a coffee shop na nag-set up dun sa booth. So, I tried the coffee. Hindi ako, ganyan. Tapos, after a while, the person, after serving me the coffee, so I was drinking it, all of a sudden asked me, "Sir, is it okay na picturean ko kayo?" To be honest, when she asked me about it, parang hesitant talaga ako. Sabi ko, why are you going to take a picture of me, di ba? I said that in my mind because what if I don't really like the coffee?
For sure.
Diba?
Yeah.
And you take my photo using it, then I would be more than willing to endorse a coffee shop or a coffee kung alam ko na nasatisfy ako eh.
Correct.
So my advice is don't do that. Don't jump into it immediately. Make sure that your customers naman masaya dun sa product mo, di ba?
Again, permission-based tayo.
Oo, tanungin mo muna. I was really surprised nung sabi niya, "Sir, pwede bang kuha, hawak yung ano?" Eh sabi ko,
Baka akala artista ka.
well, I just said, sige. So I had them take my photo with a coffee. But my advice to businesses, no, seek permission and make sure that they are really happy.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Correct.
There's this a burger joint, I forgot specifically kung ano. But dun sa receipt nila, may nakalagay doon, answer a survey, and then once you do, pakita mo yung parang screenshot ng template mo to, and then you will get a free something, when you free ice cream or so that's one way to somehow get feedback, but at the same time permission based. Yun nga, hindi kasi tayo demanding ng dating kapag ganun yung approach na hunter style, di ba? Yun ang
Hindi hunter.
yun
Gatherers and farmer style dapat.
Yeah.
Yes. So may na-mention din, sir, sa book, no, about tracking, tracking the touches or history or per behavior ng customers. Do you also do that in your businesses?
The restaurants that I handle, kasi before, that's a challenge for all the restaurants, no? They don't have a way. If you don't have a loyalty card, there's no way for you to track. Di ba? Wala kang way na si Faba pumunta sa ano ko, sa store ko. There's no way for you to find out. Eh. So, a lot of restaurants are like that. Unless you share information about yourself, then it will be able to track
Yeah.
when did you go to that restaurant,
Yeah.
how often did you go to that restaurant, and what time of the day did you go to that restaurant. Otherwise, ang nakikita ng mga restaurants are general information. Ilang transactions sa ganitong oras, ganitong araw, weekdays ba yan, weekday ba yan. Well, in a way, that is a sufficient information na rin yon kasi nakikita mo na, malakas pala ako during weekends, no? And then sometimes when you have that data, okay, subject to the interpretation, there was a point in my life that my boss would tell me, palakasin natin yung weekday. Kasi malakas na tayo sa weekend. Yung weekday, kailangan natin i-pull yung customer. And some promotions will work to get the customers go to your store on weekdays. So it will build up sales. But I have this principle about fish where the fishes are.
Yeah.
So if you're a weekend store, make sure that you optimize the sales on a weekend. On a weekend. Gawin mo na lahat ng pwede mong gawin so that you can accommodate as many transaction or customers that you can. And it will work wonders. You will have more sales, actually. Kasi yung dun sa ating weekdays, meron ka makukuha. And you can, I'm not saying that you should not do that. You can. But at the end of the day, fish where the fishes are. And optimize your business when customers are going to you.
Yeah. And related to that then, yung tinatawag na seasons
Yeah.
sa isang business. So, pwedeng in a year, yung first quarter yung malakas na yung business and then the rest of the year, medyo mahina. Like, lalo kung Christmas yung products mo, di ba, yung business mo related, Christmas related siya. So, you have to really focus dun sa area kung saan ka kagawin.
Yeah.
Paghandaan mo yung season na yun.
Season talaga yung season na yun. Yung mga related naman or late sa schools, di ba? Mga school supplies, mga books and so on. I think seasonal pa rin siya. So, yung mga businesses na gano'n, you really have to know na, again, ano ba yung season mo, ano yung schedule mo, in a week or in a month, in a year. You really have to maximize. You have to capacity yung business natin. So, grabe, ang daming time to learnings.
Oo nga eh.
Ay, ikaw, sir, paano ang learnings mo?
Ako, isa sa biggest takeaway ko dito talaga is yung kakasabi lang ni Roy na fish where the fishes are. I believe in other sections we talk about fishing your own fish pond and play with your spends, stock your weakness. Kung doon ka magaling, doon ka malakas, mas mag-double down ka ron.
Yes.
Right? Kasi mas malaki yung chance na mas malaki yung return in your playing with your strengths instead of trying to compensate for weakness. And lastly, yung rewarding loyalty rewards loyalty. Meaning, if we reward the loyalty of our customers because they're frequent purchasers, we reward them with perks and stars and stickers and whatnot, they will reward us with their loyalty. So they keep coming back. So it's a fly.
Yes, nila eh. So, sir, kayo naman po, your advice to our viewers, ano yung advice sa kanila?
So, first, bili kayo ng book na
Of
to.
course!
Kasi maraming lessons from this book. As I've said, customer acquisition is probably one of the hardest. It will entail that you build a brand. It's something that people would want to go to. Siyempre, yung trust level dyan at the beginning medyo mababa. But you build it over time. Talagang mahirap sa una, but as you go along, as you are able to make your name known in the market, and that's how the numbers would go up. And never forget to retain. Diba? Sabi nila, and also quoted in your book, it's actually much cheaper to retain rather than to acquire. Diba? So magandang point din yun sa mga sa mga businesses natin na tumitingin ano ba yung dapat kong gawin. So I have to focus more on the retention because the retention is a multiplier. Diba? Multiplier yan. Basta masaya yung customers mo sa services mo, sa products mo, sa brand mo, they will come back and they will tell other people to do so.
And I think that's what makes customers, retaining customers cheaper, is because they're already there and don't have to buy, you have to spend customer acquisition, but they also become your marketer.
Correct.
Right? If they're happy with the product, hindi mo na kailangang mag-market, sila nang magma-market for you. At madaling magkaroon ng second transaction, kaya retaining them is really a force multiplier when it comes to profitability and performance.
Correct. Grabe. No? So, again, retain customers. No? It's very challenging and sometimes mga businesses na may miss out no itong very important step na ito talaga yung secret ng mga successful businesses. No? Retain your current customers, nurture them to buy more, no? And most importantly, refer their friends and family. Kasi nga, that's already free marketing no, for your business. And to do that, yung very important na nadi-discuss natin nga sa halos lahat ng episodes natin is trust.
Trust.
So, that you really have to build trust in your customers, and you build that not instantly, you build it over time. No? Correct.
Quick shout out to our sponsor. If you haven't grabbed your copy of Captivate yet, now's the time. It's available in physical book and ebook, so you can learn anytime, anywhere. And here's the best part. We have got an upcoming Captivate Masterclass where you get to apply the ideas hands-on and see real results for your business. Check out the schedule and register today. You can check the description below and level up your game with the Captivate book and Masterclass for attracting strangers into friends and customers for life.
So, sir, anong challenge natin sa ating audience?
So, a challenge natin for the audience is to reward your loyal customers, come up with a program in rewarding them, and then it doesn't have to be like discounts, just be creative, right? And we want to learn also from you. So, please share kung ano yung ginawa niyong loyalty program at i-share nyo sa comment.
Yes.
And then, pag-usapan natin next week.
Yeah, so when you post yung inyong comments, lagyan nyo ng hashtag the executive notes. So we'll see you next episode.